1940s to 1990s Christmas Retrospective. Ever wonder how Christmas has changed throughout the 20th century? From wartime rationing and handmade ornaments to the toy crazes and tech gadgets of later decades, Christmas traditions have transformed alongside society. Join us on a nostalgic journey through the decades, exploring how families celebrated this special time, from the cozy warmth of the 1940s to the dazzling lights and consumerism of the 1990s. Get ready for a trip down memory lane. You might be surprised by what you discover. 1940s Christmas. Let's take a trip back to the 1940s, a Christmas unlike any other. The shadow of World War II hung heavy over everything, changing the way Americans celebrated the holiday. Imagine a Christmas marked by rationing. Forget extravagant decorations and fancy store-bought gifts. Things were scarce. Families got creative, making ornaments from whatever materials they could find. It was all about resourceful creativity. Christmas trees were smaller, but the spirit of the season certainly wasn't. Gifts were practical, necessities rather than luxuries. Consumer goods were being sent to the troops fighting overseas, so presents often reflected that support. Care packages were huge, thoughtful gifts of necessities that soldiers truly needed. Handmade socks and scarves, even simple canned goods were precious items. Even small patriotic trinkets became popular ways to show support. Families huddled around the radio, listening to Christmas broadcasts and hoping to hear messages from loved ones serving abroad. Many homes proudly displayed service flags, a poignant reminder of the sacrifices being made. It was a Christmas of both joyous celebration and somber remembrance. Then, after the war, things began to change. The economy boomed, and goods became more plentiful. Families could finally return to more traditional Christmas celebrations, slowly rebuilding those holiday memories interrupted by years of wartime sacrifice. It was a Christmas of rebuilding, filled with renewed hope and a cherished sense of togetherness. In 1940, this elegant young woman shows us how to do Christmas in style, with a glittering tree, sparkling lights, and stunning holiday attire. In 1941, these dapper young gents strike a quick pose after opening their presents. And that towering tree, truly a holiday highlight. In 1942, this little girl perfectly captures the joy of getting exactly what she wanted from Santa. Want to be on the nice list? Try out these Santa-inspired treats. In 1943, kids still loved baking Christmas cookies with this old-fashioned beater. In 1944, during World War II, families kept photos of deployed loved ones close, holding on to memories as they celebrated the holiday season. In 1945, with World War II finally over, celebrations were in full swing. These girls are all smiles, showing off their shiny new red tricycle. By 1946, 'twas the night before Christmas was already a cherished tradition, as seen with these kids learning the classic poem. Pair the nostalgia with some delightful reindeer cookies. In 1947, this kiddo knew how to prep for the holidays, gifts wrapped, and a festive wreath on the door. Need inspiration? Check out our DIY Christmas wreath ideas. In 1948, this family was ahead of the trend with their stunningly flocked tree, years before it became a 1950s favorite. Want to stand out this year? Try these fun, alternative Christmas tree ideas. sisters in sync. Matching robes, headbands, and stockings make this 1949 snapshot a picture-perfect Christmas card moment. What's your most cherished Christmas memory from your childhood? 1950s Christmas. The 50s were all about those classic Christmas traditions, decorating the tree, big family dinners, and reading those beloved Christmas stories. But it wasn't just about the old ways. Many towns started their holiday celebrations with a bang. Parades. Santa Claus was the star, of course, kicking things off with a festive march through the streets. Picking out the perfect Christmas tree was a huge deal. You could go traditional with a fresh Scotch pine, or you could be super modern with one of those shiny new aluminum trees, a real statement piece. And don't forget the bubble lights. Those were the coolest. This decade also saw a real boom in consumerism. Advertisements were everywhere, showing off the latest gadgets and toys. Dads often got practical gifts. Moms received something relaxing. And the kids, oh, they got the hottest toys of the year. Think Silly Putty, the original Mr. Potato Head, made with real potatoes. Matchbox cars, Play-Doh, Frisbees, hula hoops. Even Ginny and Sweet Sue dolls were all the rage. And then, in 1959, bam! Barbie bursts onto the scene, changing the toy landscape forever. Christmas Eve was often a magical time, filled with the heartwarming stories of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Clement C. Moore's "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." It was a time for family, tradition, and the excitement of a new era of Christmas consumerism, blending the old ways with the shiny new. Festive vibes in full swing, this gentleman rocks a poinsettia-patterned apron in 1950, proving holiday cheer is all about the details. This 1951 family surely nailed their Christmas dinner spread, perhaps with a few classic vintage holiday dishes. In 1952, I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus hit the airwaves, and this family's festive holiday card perfectly captured the season's playful spirit. In 1953, families embraced the timeless tradition of decorating Christmas cookies, a festive favorite that's still at the top of the holiday must-do list today. In 1954, holiday gatherings like coffee clatches and cookie exchanges were the height of festive fun. Planning one this year? Make it unforgettable with our top cookie exchange tips and crowd-pleasing recipes. Back in 1955, finding the perfect fresh-cut tree was a holiday adventure. This family nailed it, though their tree might have outgrown the room. 1956, Ride 'em Cowboy. After a tough day on the range, this buckaroo is probably dreaming of a tall glass of milk and some delicious cowboy cookies to wind down. 1957, too much tinsel? Never. This tree's dazzling. Over-the-top decorations are exactly what holiday cheer is all about. 1958, baby's first Christmas is pure magic. Just look at the awe and wonder in this little girl's eyes. It's a moment to cherish forever. 1959, got your turkey tools ready for the holidays? This family knows the drill. Finest serving trays and carving knives at the ready. Don't forget to perfect your carving skills before the big meal. What's the most memorable Christmas gift you ever received? And what year was it? 1960s Christmas. Let's journey back to the swinging 60s for a Christmas celebration. Imagine the excitement of flipping through those giant Christmas catalogs from Sears, J.C. Penney, and Montgomery Ward. It was like Christmas morning itself. Kids back then weren't just dreaming of sugar plums. They were dreaming of Etch-a-Sketches, G.I. Joes, Super Balls, Chatty Cathys, and Easy Bake Ovens. These were the must-have toys of the decade, fueling the holiday wish lists. Families gathered around the TV to watch holiday specials hosted by some of the biggest names in entertainment: Dean Martin, Bing Crosby, and Andy Williams. It was a true golden age of variety show Christmas specials. But the 60s weren't just about commercialism. They also saw the debut of some animated classics that really captured the spirit, and sometimes the anxieties, of the times. Think Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, A Charlie Brown Christmas, and How the Grinch Stole Christmas. These specials, while incredibly entertaining, often subtly addressed the growing concerns about the commercialization of the holiday season itself. The airwaves were filled with festive music, too. Think of those classic Christmas albums by Andy Williams, Perry Como, Johnny Mathis, Brenda Lee, and even the king himself, Elvis Presley. And amidst all the excitement, families carried on with many cherished traditions, sending Christmas cards, baking cookies, and taking those precious family photos to capture the memories. So, the 1960s Christmas was a delightful mix of consumerism, classic entertainment, and thoughtful reflections on the true meaning of the holidays, all captured in those iconic TV specials and catchy Christmas tunes. 1960, every kid dreams of that perfect Christmas gift, and this little lady in her festive dress definitely got hers. The excitement says it all. 1961, aluminum and metallic trees were a huge hit in the 50s and 60s, and this woman's stunning tree is the perfect example. With mid-century style making a comeback, we're definitely feeling tree envy. 1962, shops like this make us appreciate the convenience of online shopping, but we can't help but miss those nostalgic department store candy counters and lunch menus. The kitchen was just as bustling in 1963 as it is today, and that golden turkey? It's making us wish Grandma followed our tips for a juicy, flavorful feast. In 1964, these co-workers were all smiles exchanging gifts at Illinois Federal Savings and Loan, planning a secret Santa at your office. This 1965 Christmas photo oozes nostalgia. Perfectly decorated tree, classic 60s toys, and that iconic tube TV. It's giving all the vintage vibes and making us crave some delicious retro holiday desserts. Since Christmas trees have existed, so have curious cats, knocking them over. We feel for the pet owner in this 1966 pic. If you're dealing with a furry mischief maker, check out these cat-friendly tree ideas. These little elves got a jump start on the holiday spirit, crafting away in their classroom in 1967. Feeling inspired? Try these fun winter DIYs for yourself. In 1968, families went all out with their Christmas trees, choosing big, bright live spruces for that festive charm. Who wouldn't want a tree that steals the show? In 1969, this little girl shows us the true holiday virtue, patience, while waiting for a slice of that tempting pumpkin pie. Which decade's Christmas traditions resonate most with you, and why? 1970s Christmas. All right, let's dial up the groovy tunes and head to the 1970s for some seriously festive vibes. Christmas in the 70s was bigger and bolder than ever before. Kids still loved poring over those massive Christmas catalogs, but now TV commercials were in the mix, tempting them with the latest must-have toys. Shopping malls were becoming the new hotspots for holiday shopping, But the downtown department stores, with their dazzling window displays, still held their own. The Carpenter's Christmas portrait album, especially with that unforgettable Merry Christmas Darling, was a staple in many homes, adding a touch of smooth sophistication to the holiday season. But there was also a bit of festive mischief in the air, thanks to the hilarious and unexpectedly popular novelty song, Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. TV specials and holiday movies continued to be a big part of the celebration. Rankin-Bass productions kept the animation magic alive, while musical adaptations like Scrooge and The Homecoming brought a new dimension to the holiday screen. Toy companies really outdid themselves in the 70s. Think Stretch Armstrong, those oddly captivating pet rocks, and the beginning of the electronic gaming revolution with toys like Simon, Speak and Spell, and Pong. Atari teamed up with Sears to sell Pong, which became a massive hit, paving the way for the Atari 2600 and its interchangeable game cartridges, a whole new world of home entertainment. And let's not forget the impact of movies and television on the toy market. Star Wars and the $6 Million Man action figures flew off the shelves, fueled by the popularity of those shows. Even capturing those holiday memories got an upgrade, with Kodak pocket cameras making it easier than ever to take snapshots of family fun. So, the 1970s Christmas was a time of vibrant color, catchy tunes, and groundbreaking technological advancements shaping the festive celebrations, turning it into a mega event with a unique mix of tradition and the new. In 1970, these boys eagerly await St. Nick's visit, hoping their stockings are filled with delicious Christmas treats. In 1971, the holiday cheer was matched by some bold design choices, like the lime green carpeting under this Christmas Day treasure trove. In 1972, cutting your own Christmas tree was no easy task, but this kiddo made it look fun. In 1973, holiday shopping meant checking out all the exciting new toys. This bustling storefront had everything you needed for the perfect Christmas gift. In 1974, superheroes were just as popular as ever. This little guy shows us that the love for Batman and all things superhero never fades. In 1975, this kid couldn't wait to show off his shiny new fire truck. While we might not be asking for one now, there are definitely some must-have gifts on our list, especially for bakers. This 1976 snapshot is all about that perfect 70s vibe, hair and all. Want to bring a little retro magic into your kitchen? Try these vintage recipes from the 70s that are totally worth making today. In 1977, even adult children found themselves at the kids' table. If you're facing the same situation this year, check out these fun tips to make the kids' table a highlight of the holiday. 1978. After a hearty Christmas dinner, there's nothing better than a festive dessert. This family's enjoying sticky toffee pudding, but we've got a whole list of traditional treats to try this holiday season. 1979. Christmas can be overwhelming sometimes, and that's totally fine. A few peppermint treats are just the thing to help you unwind and cool off. What's one unique or unusual Christmas tradition your family had? 1980s Christmas. The 1980s Christmas was a wild ride of music, malls, and those oh-so-coveted toys. The music scene was incredibly diverse. You had country superstars Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers teaming up for Once Upon a Christmas, the charity single Do They Know It's Christmas by Band-Aid hitting the charts, and even Run DMC dropping some hip-hop holiday flavor with Christmas in Hollis, something totally new and fresh for Christmas music. Shopping malls became the epicenter of the holiday season, but it wasn't just about shopping. It was about experiencing the atmosphere. And this decade saw some serious toy mania. Toys R Us became a retail behemoth, and its massive Dream Book catalog became the holy grail of Christmas wish lists, overshadowing even the biggest print catalogs of the past. Forget the regular toys. This was the era of the Cabbage Patch Kids craze, the mind-bending Rubik's Cube, the animatronic Teddy Ruxpin, transforming Transformers, the groundbreaking Nintendo gaming system, and the classic Big Wheels. It was a toy lover's paradise, or sometimes a parent's nightmare. Classic animated Christmas specials kept the holiday spirit alive on TV, and many favorite shows aired their own holiday-themed episodes. The movie scene also got a festive boost, with films like A Christmas Story, Santa Claus, the movie, Scrooged, and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation becoming holiday staples. And who could forget the memorable TV movies like The Night They Saved Christmas, A Smoky Mountain Christmas, and A Very Brady Christmas. So, the 1980s Christmas was a potent mix of diverse musical styles, shopping mall mania, a toy craze that bordered on hysteria, and some truly iconic movies and TV specials that continue to delight audiences today. Last-minute shopping is a holiday tradition. This man is caught in the act, bringing home his Christmas haul on Christmas Eve in 1980. Tinsel or no tinsel? This 1981 holiday decorator clearly believes more sparkle is always better. The holidays are for family, and this 1982 snapshot perfectly captures the heart of the season, cherished moments with loved ones. 1983. In the 1980s, department store gift wrapping services were a holiday staple. School and church Christmas pageants in 1984 were full of pressure, remembering lines and keeping that halo in place. After all the stress, nothing beats enjoying some festive treats like these delicious Christmas cakes. 1985. Fashions may change, but the timeless Santa and Mrs. Claus outfits never go out of style, just like this stylish 1980s couple rocking the look. Unwrapping a sweet surprise on Christmas morning, just like this little girl in '86, is pure holiday joy. Share the love with these delicious food gift ideas this season. 1987. The best part of Christmas? The food, of course. This spread is a festive feast, and you can recreate it with these delicious Christmas appetizer ideas. 1988. In the 80s, Cabbage Patch dolls were a must-have. This lucky little girl got one from Santa, making her Christmas extra special. In 1989, even the littlest ones had big wishes. This adorable girl was likely hoping for a Little Tykes Playhouse from Santa. Please comment 1 to let me know you'll be watching this video until the end. 1990s Christmas. This was the decade where tech really started making its mark on the holidays. Forget just catalogs. The hottest gifts were all about Tamagotchis, Beanie Babies, the Nintendo 64, Power Rangers action figures, Furbies, and the original PlayStation. These were the toys that defined a generation's Christmas wishes. Malls were the place to be during the holidays. All decked out in festive decorations, they buzzed with shoppers. Big box stores like Walmart and Target were becoming major players, making those Christmas gifts more accessible to everyone. Technology was slowly but surely creeping into our holiday traditions. More homes had computers, and email was starting to become a thing for sending holiday greetings. Online shopping was still in its infancy, but it was starting to emerge as a new way to shop. Meanwhile, those landlines and phone cards remained essential for connecting with distant family members. The entertainment scene was festive and diverse. The Home Alone movies were huge. Nickelodeon and MTV cranked out holiday specials. Sitcoms featured Christmas episodes, and new classics like The Santa Claus and Jingle All the Way became holiday staples. And let's not forget Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You, an instant holiday anthem that transcended musical genres. Christmas decorations got a whole lot flashier. Pre-lit artificial trees were all the rage, along with crazy outdoor light displays, themed decorations, and those inflatable lawn ornaments that were as silly as they were popular. While big dinners, church services, and family gatherings remained central, the 90s Christmas also reflected the growing diversity of America, with families celebrating the holidays in various unique ways. It was a time of exciting new tech, memorable movies, and the continued importance of cherished family traditions. 1990. This woman has truly mastered the art of gingerbread. Her festive spirit is contagious, and we're sure she's crafted a few of our gingerbread houses along the way. 1991. Some kids get the ultimate Christmas surprise, a visit from Santa himself. Leave out some eggnog treats by the fireplace, and he might just stick around for a little longer. 1992. This mother-daughter duo is all set for some holiday baking. Get ahead of the game with our make-ahead Christmas cookie recipes for a stress-free holiday season. 1993. Even the littlest bakers can help out in the kitchen. 1994. No matter the year, dressing up for Christmas has always been a tradition. This family nailed it with their glam holiday outfits. No ugly sweaters here, except maybe on the cookie tray. 1995. Some families like to do things a little differently around the holidays, like this California family unwrapping gifts on the beach. If you prefer tradition, try these classic Christmas recipes. 1996. Christmas card overload at USPS. If you've got some leftover cards from past years, put them to good use with these creative, upcycled craft ideas. 1997. Mrs. Claus deserves some recognition during the holidays too. These girls line up to chat with the woman who's really in charge of Christmas cheer. 1998. When it comes to Christmas, some folks love to go all out. We admire this couple's festive spirit and their dedication to creating a truly magical holiday atmosphere. Back in '99, this little girl was admiring a ceramic tree, and today we're still embracing this retro tree trend for a cozy, vintage-inspired holiday look. Finally, after reviewing 60 years of Christmas traditions, we come to the new millennium. This couple here captures that nostalgic Christmas spirit perfectly, cozied up by the tree and paging through albums of Christmases past. Cheers to memories old and new, and Merry Christmas. Don't miss our vintage Christmas dishes worth trying today. From wartime resilience to the digital age, Christmas has evolved dramatically throughout the 20th century. We've explored the changing traditions, iconic toys, and memorable moments that shaped holiday celebrations across the decades. Let me know in the comments if I missed any of your favorite Christmas memories. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, check out other videos in this series. Don't forget to subscribe and share, and thanks for watching.